Why Cher dumped Elvis Presley. You may not know these facts about Cher. 1. She turned down Elvis Presley. Cher has been a fan of Elvis since she was little. She first saw him when she was 10 years old. In 1975, there were rumors Cher dated Elvis. One of his people invited her to Las Vegas. However, Cher didn't want to get involved with Elvis. The reason was his substance abuse issues. 2. She prefers younger men. Cher is currently dating Alexander Ray Edwards. He is 40 years her junior. Their age gap doesn't bother Cher, she said.
The reason I go out with young men is because men my age or older, well, now they're all dead. But before they just never. They were always terrified to approach me, and younger men were the only ones that did.
3. She was mistaken for a man. Cher has a low voice. She often scored the male roles in school plays. Cher's first single was Ringo, I Love You. The song was a flop. People mistook Cher's deep voice for a man. They thought it was a song from a gay man to Ringo Starr. 4. She was born into an unhappy marriage. Cher's parents met when her mother was a teenager. The day after their wedding, she tried to leave her husband. He convinced her to stay for 3 months. During that time, she got pregnant with Cher. At one point, she considered having an abortion. 5. She lived in an orphanage. Cher was just a few months old when her father left. Her mother would remarry and divorce 7 times. She was constantly moving her family around the country. The family struggled financially. Cher had to hold her shoes together with rubber bands. Her mother had to temporarily send her to an orphanage. 6. She has dyslexia and dyscalculia. In school, Cher had trouble with reading and numbers. She did most of her learning by listening. Cher failed several classes. She ended up dropping out of high school in her junior year. Her son Ches also had a tough time reading. Cher learned about her own diagnosis when he was 10. 7. She is self-conscious about her talent. Cher loved acting and performing from a young age. She wanted to be an actress or a singer, but she thought she wasn't talented enough to do either. Cher suffered from stage fright. She performed with her husband Sonny Bono to fight it. Cher isn't a fan of her own work. Her age also makes her self-conscious. She says she sees an old lady in the mirror. 8. She had to give up acting. In the 1990s, Cher contracted Epstein-Barr virus. Symptoms include fatigue, inflammation, fever, and a rash. Cher was sick for 2 years. The second year ended with pneumonia. Cher was offered several movie roles during this period, but she had to turn them down. When she recovered, she had to start from the beginning, so she focused her energy on music instead. 9. She rescued the world's loneliest elephant. In 2016, Cher read about an elephant named Kavan. He was named the world's loneliest elephant. His companion died in 2012. After attacking 2 keepers, he was kept restrained. Cher decided to save him from the zoo. She released a song, Walls, to raise awareness. It helped launch the nonprofit Free the Wild Foundation. They moved Kavan to a sanctuary in Cambodia.